Has NASA ever found aliens?
They haven't. At
So
least,
what do you think about Area 51?
so I get asked about Area 51 a lot. So Area 51 was actually an air.
When NASA goes to moon, it's a fake landing.
Yeah.
It's just shooted in a studio. Is that true?
No, there's no way in the world that's true. The same people who think that think the Earth is flat. Same people. Same people, you know? So what do you say to these people, you know? Yeah, the Earth is flat. Yeah, you didn't go to the moon.
Why UFO sightings only happens in America? Why do people still believe that Earth is a flat?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I have
Why do you
no,
think NASA hides information from the public about space researches?
I don't think so. I'm sure they do some to some degree, but I really enjoy India, and it's not India; it's the Indian people.
So do you like Pakistan?
Yes, if India and Pakistan could join together instead of fighting, what a great place you would have.
Do you like ISRO?
Yes, very, very much. Anything is possible.
Wow.
I believe anything is possible.
Hello sir, how are you?
Excellent. How are you?
I am fine.
Yes.
How is your experience in India?
Oh, it's awesome. I really, really enjoy India. It's my fifth time coming to India, so I've been here a few times and I'm familiar with it. But I really enjoy India, and it's not India; it's the Indian people
Indian
that are
people.
so kind. And
What do you like the most important thing in Indian people?
I think they're just Indian people are kind. You know, they're kind and they're giving and fun to be around.
Oh.
You know, in America, I have a few people from India, friends, and I always like being around them because they're always happy. They're always enthusiastic. They always seem to be enjoying life, and they're very, very smart.
According to you, which is the best country?
So I've been to 18 countries,
Okay.
and I tell everybody my favorite country is always the one I'm in. When I'm in India, it's my favorite country. If I'm in Pakistan, it's my favorite country. I never compare. If you compare, you waste the time not enjoying. If I'm in India and I'm thinking about Paris or France, I'm not enjoying India. What's the point? But everybody does that. People say to me, it's impossible to not have a favorite country because they have a favorite country. My favorite country is always the one I'm in.
India.
When I'm in India, it's in India. When I'm in Germany, it's Germany.
Okay.
Whatever country I'm in, when I'm there, it's my favorite country.
Okay. So do you like Pakistan?
Yes. I went to Pakistan with preconceived thoughts that it was a terrible place. When I got there, I was amazed. It's absolutely gorgeous. The architecture is great. The schools, the universities are phenomenal. And the people are just like India. It's no different. They have the same mentality, the same kindness, very, very smart. I often thought if India and Pakistan could join together instead of fighting, what a great place you would have.
Wow. According to you, what is the one space fact that 99% of people don't know?
Space factor?
Yes.
You know, that's hard to say because everybody thinks differently. You cannot group 99% of people into what they might think. Probably it's the unknown. You know, they talk about a light year. A light year is 10 trillion kilometers. They talk about things being millions of light years away. And I think most of us cannot conceive that. But the fascination, I think, is the same with everybody.
How accurate are Hollywood movies, space movies?
I think they're pretty accurate. I think many of them, for like, there's a movie called The Martian. I don't know if you know this movie, The Martian. It's about astronauts on Mars and how they're living on Mars. So they're living in a domed area. You cannot breathe the air in Mars. You cannot drink the water on Mars. The radiation is terrible because the atmosphere is thin. So the radiation coming from the sun is very, very strong. So they have to live in a protected area. You can't stay in a spacesuit. You have to live in a protected area. In this Martian movie, they're living in a protected area.
Yeah.
And they're driving around in a car. This car is real. This car one day will be on Mars. So this type of movie is pretty accurate. Some of them, you know, they get into things that are really hypothetical or imaginary. But it's interesting to think how many things started that way and become reality.
Your favorite movie?
I really don't watch movies too much. I play sports. I'm outside, so I really don't watch movies too much. I there's a little thing by Stephen Hawkins.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, it's a little short video, 5 minutes. It's called Rocket Ship to the Future.
Oh.
It's about a ship that goes faster than time,
Hmm.
and the acoustics, the sound, the video is phenomenal. And I always encourage the kids to try to see it because, of course, it's hypothetical that you can go faster than time. But Stephen Hawking he's a great person to think about this, and the movies are really phenomenal. Talks about a ship takes 6 years to get to top speed to go faster than time. But I like it because of the sound and the visual.
Okay. Now let's talk about space. During a rocket launch, what is the biggest risky thing?
Well, one of the things I talk about with the kids, when we're at a rocket launch, or I was there during the space shuttle era, before they had the Apollo missions or rockets, and now they have Artemis rockets. But the shuttle program was different. The shuttle is a ship that looks like a plane attached to rockets. So when we go see a launch, we're about 5 kilometers away. And this looks like a long ways away. But if you get on a plane, you get on a plane at passenger terminal, it goes to a runway and it stops. And they build power, they take off horizontal. Well, this does the same thing, but it takes off vertical. And because of the weight of it, you need a lot of what they call lift. 3 million kilos of lift to get it off the ground. That means 3 million kilos pushing on the earth. So they start the engines on this thing. They start the engines. They're building power and building power. 5 kilometers away, you really can't see it. You really can't hear it. But you're looking in that direction. Then all of a sudden, you get a vibration in your feet. It's shaking the earth trying to take off, but it's locked down. And it's amazing. You can't hear it. You can't see it, but you feel it. And all the cars feel it. They think somebody's breaking in. So horns are honking, lights are flashing, sirens are going off, your body is shaking. It's amazing. When it takes off, it goes really slow. It makes a turn, and then it's gone. You still don't hear anything, but you're watching it and watching. All of a sudden, you hear it, but you're looking there, and you hear it there. It's so fast, it leaves sound behind. So it plays mind games with you. I love the launches.
Oh, you love launches.
Yeah, I love the launches.
Do you think NASA hides information from the public about space researches?
I don't think so. I'm sure they do some to some degree. But one of the greatest things with NASA for me was 20 years ago was only NASA.
Oh.
And at that time, they shared everything with the rest of the world. And I always liked that they did that we shared what they had. And now, China, Russia, India, uh, Japan, all of these countries have great space programs. And India, ISRO is a great space program. So I'm sure that there's some things they share and some they don't. But my favorite thing in the beginning was how open it was, especially education.
Education.
Yeah.
Do you like ISRO?
Yes, very, very much.
Why?
I think it's fascinating that there's another country that has the capability to learn and build. And since I've been involved with coming in India since 2019, I've learned more and more about the Indian space program. And it was really interesting. I think it was about 5 years ago, America sent a ship to Mars to study the atmosphere and things. 2 days later, India did the same thing. And then about a year and a half ago, America, for the first time ever, sent a ship to a star. It never happened before. The star is our sun. 2 weeks later, India did the same thing. So I think there's a lot of parallels between the two. And I really enjoy the Indian space program. I've been a big supporter.
Is NASA more political than scientist?
Uh, Probably, I don't know if it's more, but politics involves everything. Without politics, the money for NASA comes from the U.S. government. The politicians approve the government, approve the funding. So it's tied to political in many ways. But I think most of the people at NASA are just trying to explore space, and they're there without politics. They're there for different reasons. But I think it's sucked into it because of the funding and the connection.
So one of the most popular question on internet, has NASA ever found aliens?
They haven't, at least to my knowledge. If they have, they haven't admitted it. But they're always looking but they haven't found it. They haven't found it so that they say they have found it. But I believe aliens exist. I really do. We have billions of planets in our universe. We can't be the only one. But I don't believe they've been to Earth. I think if they had been to Earth, we would know. Something's not going to come from 100 million light years away, come here, turn around, and go away. You know, I think if it was that had capability, we would know. Many people believe aliens exist and they believe they're on Earth. Some people say I was walking along, a ship picked me up, took me into space, examined me, brought me back down. They believe this. Now,
Yeah,
I don't say you're wrong, but in my mind, it didn't happen.
not happened.
No, I said, I believe if aliens had been to Earth, we would know. My biggest concern would be we would try to shoot them down because of the aggressive nature. Yeah.
So, what do you think about Area 51?
So I get asked about Area 51 a lot. So Area 51 was actually an Air Force base
Okay.
where they were developing stealth fighters and bombers. These are fighters and bombers that radar cannot detect. That's why it was so top secret. They were developing these planes in Area 51. Somewhere along the way, somebody said, we have an alien in Area 51. So I don't know where that came from, but I think in some ways people said, let them think that takes away from the real mission. This is just my view. So, but there's no alien. If there was an alien in Area 51 for 50 years, we would know. They cannot keep that secret.
There is no alien in Area 51.
I don't believe so. I believe if there was, we would know. You cannot keep that secret for 50 years. But in that area now, in the city close to it, they have buses that tours. People get on a bus, they go to Area 51, which is completely closed now. These aircraft are operational. They're no longer secret. So they close the area. But people still get on a bus, pay money, go to look at Area 51 to see the alien they think is inside.
What if aliens in Area 51? Then NASA and Area 51 is connected.
No,
What if?
Area 51 is an Air Force agency, a military agency. NASA is not a military agency. NASA is a science area. So the only reason people think there's connected with NASA is because they think there's an alien there, and NASA would have something to do with knowing that alien was in there. That's why the connection. It's more to me mental than reality.
So, in internet, many people say that why UFO sightings only happens in America.
I don't know why they would say that. You know, to me, it's if you're sighting in America, you're sighting in India, it's no difference. I don't know why they would isolate. You're only seeing something in America that you don't see in India. We see the same moon in India. We see the same moon in America. We see the same stars. You know, why would you see something in America and not see it everywhere? Doesn't make sense.
What if aliens found today? Then NASA immediately informed to the world.
I think everybody would know. I don't think it was only NASA would know. You know, I think if aliens somehow came here in some being, they might come to India first. They might go to Norway first. Why would they come to America first? NASA might be able to detect them in some kind of way first, but every country can do this. You know, NASA was one time the only thing in the world. In the last 20 years, many other countries have developed. China has an excellent space program. India has an excellent. Japan, many countries now have good space programs. They can detect things just like NASA. So I think it's amazing to me when I leave America how NASA is looked at outside the country. Everybody is fascinated with NASA. In America, we have SpaceX, we have Blue Origin, we have many commercial companies doing as much as NASA in the way of space exploration. So, and I have to say, I'm not affiliated with NASA in any way. What I do on my own. NASA doesn't support me. NASA doesn't had nothing to do with me. I fund my own trips, but I had a job at NASA, and I like to share the fun of being at NASA. That's what I do. I don't talk about technical things. I go to schools. I talk with you. What it's like to see a launch. You know what it's like Everywhere you go on NASA, every building, every wall, there's pictures of space, of stars. So your mind is always going to these super cool places. And then you see a big ship put together, goes to a launch pad, it goes to those magical places. So your imagination becomes reality. It's just fascinating for me.
Okay. So on internet, there are many conspiracy theories that when NASA goes to moon, it's a fake landing.
Yeah.
It's just shooted in a studio. Is that true?
No, there's no way in the world that's true. The same people who think that think the earth is flat. Same people. Same people, you know? So what do you say to these people? You know? Yeah. The earth is flat. Yeah. You didn't go to the moon. Same mentality. You know, if somebody says to me the earth is flat, I walk away. I don't argue. I don't try to change your mind. I just walk away. There's no point. If they say to me people didn't land on the moon, I walk away. You know, they have this. I don't know how they get this in their mind. I really don't understand their thought process. But everybody has their own view, you know, and you have to accept it and walk away.
Why do people still believe that Earth is a flat?
I have no idea.
No
I
idea.
have no. Why would I don't know? I mean, I know it's not flat. I mean, we see pictures from of a round ball. We know it. I don't know. You know, I have a nephew who believes the Earth is flat.
Oh.
Yeah. What can I say to him? You know, don't go to the end; you'll fall off. You know, I don't know what to say to him. You know, but he's determined, and he likes to tell me all the time. So he wants to argue with me. I want to hear it. You know. Yeah, it's flat. No problem. I walk away.
Moon landing is also fake.
Yeah. If that's what you believe, you believe. But you deprive yourself of the excitement and fun of having experienced these people. And I met Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin was the second person to walk on the moon. And I met him in Florida, actually on the beach one day. And we sit and talk for a long time. And if you say to him, nobody landed on the moon, he's going to punch you. He's not going to say he's going to punch you right away. So, of course, to me, people have been to the moon.
What is the experience on moon?
You know, it's a rock. It's a big rock. You know, it's explored. Some people think the moon is actually a piece of the Earth. Some people think at one time something crashed into Earth.
Yeah.
And a piece of it went into space, became the moon.
Is that true?
I don't know. This is a scientific theory. You know, many theories exist. I'm an engineer, civil structural type of engineer. I deal with roads and bridges, things like that. I don't really get involved in the science. I am fascinated by it because so many people around me are. But I just try to look at things and enjoy them. And to me, it doesn't matter, like in my life. It does not matter where I am today. It only matters I enjoy it. How I got here doesn't matter. I'm here, you know, and the same with these things. When I look at something, I look at it for now. How it got there doesn't matter to me. That's just my way. Other people think differently. But I try to enjoy what is and try to just have fun with everything.
As you told me that you don't like schools.
Yeah.
Why?
I want to be outside. I want to be on the beach. I want to be playing sports. In school, you're in a box. I don't want to be in a box. I want to be outside.
So you never like school?
Never.
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 So then why you joined NASA?
Well, I realized I like to race cars.
Okay.
In order to race cars, you need a good income. So I had to go to university to generate the income I needed. And as a result of that, I saw a shuttle. I'm at NASA because I saw a shuttle launch. I was on the beach and I saw this shuttle launch. I told you what it's like to see a shuttle launch.
Yeah.
That's the most fascinating thing I ever saw. I like speed. I like power, you know. This was nothing like it. So I was in the Air Force. That when I get out of the Air Force, I want to get close to this. It's amazing. So that's what got me to NASA.
So do you believe in God?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Pure.
Yeah. But I also believe there's many people believe in different gods, and they follow religion based on this. The only thing any religion, any God should teach you, be kind to others, be respectful to others. This is the only thing that whatever you believe, if it causes you to do that, it's good to me. They're all the same. It's your belief, but it should believe you to do something, and it should be that.
In your life, what is your biggest life mistake?
My biggest?
Life mistake.
Not doing well in school. Not when I was a kid. Not looking at it differently, and yeah, I get asked that a lot. I said, if you could change anything, what would it be? And I said, but I had a lot of fun not going to school, you know. But if you can, that's what I try to talk to kids today. Enjoy learning. If you can make learning fun, you will do better, and you will remember it longer. So my approach, I would try to get myself to approach differently. But if you say you want to go to the beach, you want to go to school, beach. No, no, no. Yeah. When I was going to university, I was going to university at night. Took me 8 years to finish university. Everywhere I went, I took my books. Went to the beach, took my books. Racing car, everywhere I went, took my books. Never opened them. The outside was all worn away. The inside was like brand new. I don't know how I got through university. I really don't know how I got through.
What is the biggest life lesson you want to give our youngsters?
To believe in yourself. This is the most important lesson you can learn. Learn to believe in yourself. Learn to feel good about yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect others to believe in you? If you don't feel good about yourself, how can you expect others to feel good about you? Everything comes from within. It's really, really important. And girls struggle. Girls struggle a lot. Most girls around the world have been taught, if you feel good about yourself, you're conceited. And this is wrong. So most girls, no matter how good they are professionally, no matter what, they never really feel good about themselves. They've been taught, if you feel good about yourself, you're conceited. And this is wrong. And so I try to get with girls and say, look, you look your best, absolute best, when you wake up in the morning. One eye is closed, your hair is a mess. Learn to like that girl. Anything you put on, you make it look good. It doesn't make you look good. And for guys, guys want to be fit. They want to be strong. They want to be rich. You don't have to do that. You just have to enjoy what you do, feel good about yourself. It's so important.
NASA or SpaceX? Which one is best?
Well, SpaceX is doing things NASA isn't doing. But one's a government agency, one's a commercial company. One is in it to make money, the other's in it to explore the unknown. So it's hard to say which one. They have different missions. But SpaceX is fascinating with what they're doing with their Starship, how they're bringing these ships back down. NASA now is preparing a mission to go to the moon and go to Mars. Well, they're still not bringing their ships back. They're still not as advanced in some ways as SpaceX. Because it's a government agency, there's a lot of regulations, there's a lot of red tape. The brilliant people are somehow withdrawn, they're held back because of restrictions. This safety, this environmental, all these issues have to be taken place. And NASA's not a money-making organization. SpaceX is strictly in it to make money. The more they do, the more money they make, the more they want to do. So I don't know if you can compare the two, but I think what SpaceX is doing is fascinating and very, very far of NASA, in my opinion, technology-wise.
Have you ever met Elon Musk?
No, I've never met Elon. I don't run in that circle. I met Buzz Aldrin, who was one of the people to walk on the moon. I met him on the beach. So if Elon Musk is on the beach, maybe I'll meet him. But I don't think he's in that world. I think he's too busy trying to make money,
So what do you think about Elon Musk?
I think he's very unique in a lot of ways. I think he's certainly brilliant. He certainly has far-reaching ideas and devotes a lot of money to achieving them. But I think he's in a strange little world, He can't relate to the average person. I don't think he could sit here and talk with us and understand our world. I think he's in this billionaire world but his mind is fascinating, and his desire to achieve these goals is amazing. But I think I told you before, he drives people really hard to push. And I don't know that being a part of SpaceX is as enjoyable as it could be because of the want to do more, 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. Everything involves around your job and around being successful, at least from the people I know who've worked with him at the working level. You want to know what something is like? You talk to the person at the bottom. What's your life like? And you'll know the reality of the ones at the top. The ones at the top are in a different world. They have all kinds of money, all kinds of power, all kinds of ego. And they don't really have to deal with the ones at the bottom who may be struggling. But anytime to me you want to know, if you talk to the person, the lowest person, how's your life? How's your job? You'll know what that person at the top is like.
Just like Elon Musk said that he learned space engineering by himself. He never go to university. So is it possible?
Anything is possible.
Wow.
I believe anything is possible. Yes.
If anybody can do this.
Anybody can do anything. I believe anything is possible. The only thing that stops you is you.
Wow.
How bad do you want to do it? Will you sacrifice everything to achieve something? If you want to, I believe anything is possible. I talk to a lot of kids in different countries who are poor and have big dreams, have no financial way, no way to get there. I say, do it. Find a way. If you want it badly enough, you'll find a way. Never give up. Never get discouraged. Stay positive. Little steps. You'll get where you want to go.
If anybody wants to achieve top 1% in their field, so he want to do hard work.
Hard work? No, never hard work.
Smart work.
Enjoy.
Like?
Enjoy. Not everybody can be the best.
Okay.
Not everybody can be at the top. You do your best. Wherever this takes you, you accept it. If you want to get better, you keep trying. But not everybody can be the best. Do your best. Appreciate it. Enjoy it. Life should be enjoyed. It's not about achieving this big goal. It's about enjoying life, the journey. The journey is more important than the goal.
So smart work and hard work, which one is best?
There's no such thing as hard work. It's hard work because you choose to make it hard work.
Okay.
Right? Anything you do, you have a choice. We're doing this interview now. For you, it can be hard or it can be easy. It's how you feel about what you're doing. It applies to everything you do. You want to get away from this hard work mentality and replace it with an adventure, a journey, an opportunity, a challenge. Look at your day that way. And not hard work is, I don't want hard work, but I want a challenge. I want to have an opportunity. You put yourself in this mindset.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey. It's always about the journey, always. And most of the time you want to slow down. You don't want to go fast. The slower you go, the easier it is. Helps you build that confidence, helps you build that belief in yourself. You want to constantly develop. I go to the gym 6 days a week, 2 hours a day I'm working out, 3 days swimming 2 kilometers a day.
Wow.
And I work out 2 hours physically. Mentally, every waking second, I'm reminding myself, be thankful, be appreciative. Every waking second, not just 2 hours, every waking second, I remind myself to be thankful, to be appreciative. I love a challenge. How well can I do something? Never about doing something. How well can you do it? How well can you enjoy it? And I love this challenge. Doing this interview, to me, it's fun. It's a challenge. How well can I do it? It's not hard work. You two guys go to sleep. You're tired. I'm sitting here jumping around because I'm having fun,
Yeah, this is the biggest life lesson for everyone.
For me, and I live this way. Many people say to me, if you're happy all of the time, you're never happy. They believe you have to have misery to appreciate the good. I don't believe that. I know I'm happy all the time, and I enjoy it. I never say to myself, I wish I wasn't happy. Why? But many people believe you have to have this.